Here we are in the, we'll call it the backcountry of Nelson City. Just about a 30-minute bike ride away, and you've just got a wealth of trails on these hills. And right up the back there, it's Dun Mountain, awesome place to go and hike. All the way through to that saddle there, it's the Mangatapu saddle. That's the sneaky shortcut if you're bike packing through to Blenheim or Picton. Yeah, cool. Anyway, I'll take a few more photos and might check in again. This is your typical backcountry forest road in New Zealand. This one's a particularly good road. It's a public easement, so it means it's a legal public road. And that's suffice that there's no forestry operations closing the road. You'd usually see them on a closed gate like this with a sign up. If you see that, you've just got to turn back. You can just ring the forestry company as well, and they'll let you know what's closed pretty instantaneously. Anyway, we'll carry on. We're just going downhill to the Teal Saddle. Here we are at Teal Saddle. What I'm looking at there is called Dun Mountain, and down in the valley here is a river that runs into Nelson. You can bike down that way. You can actually get there down this road. However, we're going this way to follow kind of this valley out here. Cool, we'll check in a bit. Off we go. So here we are, we're just on top of the Teal Valley itself, beautiful wee valley. We're actually not heading down completely to that bottom of that valley. We're actually, if you can see the line of native trees in the background, the different trees, we're just going to stay kind of below that and end up at a place called Whangamoa Saddle, which is on the main state highway to Blenheim and Picton from Nelson. Yeah, so you can kind of see our road winding away here in the distance. Cool, head through for an ice cream. Here we are, we're at the start of Slater's Road, and that's going back down to the Teal around the corner there. And over here, just going to zoom in. You might see there's a little cut in the hill just in those trees over there. Well, that's the main highway, that's what we're going for. And the main reason we're here is because of Slater's Road. It's it doesn't have any GPX data on trail forks, so we will get that happening, and then we can load this up as a route. You can come and find it on there. Be appreciated if you could send people towards it. It's a great road to use, and it's actually open right at this point in time, so get into it. Just on the climb up towards Whangamoa Saddle. Pretty nice really. It's quite a lot of tree cover still on this part of the forest, so which is good. Bit of an uphill, keeps you nice and cool. Alright, not really enjoying riding with one hand. See you later. Here we are, just looking back actually. This is the end of Slater's Road, so we're going to stop that GPS tracking here. This is the start of Hira Forest. So Slater's Road ends exactly here. This road ahead, if you listen you might be able to hear traffic. Anyway, this road ahead, this is Dock Public Reserve, and there's a bit of an anomaly with this. At the other end there's some signposts that say it's forestry land, which is actually not true. So we'll write Doc a quick letter about this just to make sure they're up to scratch, because it's actually scenic reserve and it's a very beautiful road which I'm about to show you. Here's the sign I was talking about, which is actually, it's in the wrong place. It should be back where I pointed out before. Anyway, we're at a Whangamoa Saddle, and if you went right here, you'd be going towards Picton and Blenheim. We're going to head left, which goes back down to Tasman Bay. It's kind of right where Nelson is located on the bay. You might think, oh, it's a main road, there's a few cars. Nothing much this time of the day, and it's kind of like a downhill cycling dream, because actually it's so twisty going down that you actually go faster than most of the traffic going down quite easily. So reasonably safe. Alright, we'll check in at the bottom. That's what it's all about. The simple purpose of the ride is to get the ice cream at Hira Dairy. So then we're back along the coast, and we'll check in when we get to the bay and give you a look at that bit of the ride. Right, see ya. We're just in Tasman Bay at the moment. It's just this is pretty much what the coastline looks like. Tide's out at the moment. This estuary is usually full, and we're sign up ahead for Edify. So we're roughly about 15 minutes away from Nelson itself. I'll check in there. Catch you later. I'm just a little bit further along the road, and I just couldn't resist, because actually Nelson's come into view, and I've got to say, pretty proud about this region. Like, it's got a reputation just for, you know, its scenic beauty, small town, friendly, and we just have this unique set of hills to recreate in on the back of the town. I'm just pointing at Nelson City itself there, which is tucked away in a little corner there with a river flowing through it. But yeah, pretty serene day here. This is the estuary. There's a piece of land you can just see on the distance there, and that's the boulder bank. And that only exists in a few places in the world, this kind of rock formation. I think in Japan and Russia it's a natural formation, and I believe it's just from erosion and sea currents has built up this massive natural harbour kind of rock wall. So you can come here, and beautiful place to kayak at night, and you can see in the distance, if you really look, that's Kaharangi National Park, and that's the gemstone of the region as far as places to recreate. Second biggest national park in New Zealand. Anyway, that's my love. See ya. Anyway, so last check-in, I'm just on the outskirts of Nelson, small park here. Just trying to get away from the traffic. I'll give you an idea where I am. The main highway's there. Yeah, so that's the end of it. Did I count how many Ks? Not really, but you'll get an indication of that if you look on Trail Forks, and you'll see the route approved, and I'll put a link in the comments for where to go to, where that comes up. As far as time and effort goes, I'm kind of a washed up middle-aged mountain biker. It's turned to a bit of gravel road riding or may I say adventure riding, just for some medical reasons. Won't go into that. But reasonably heavy bike, 4 hours round, which is, you know, I mean, that's pretty generous, 4 hours, considering I've been shooting this video as well. So there you go. Have a look out for it. I'll try and get this up on Trail Forks, so get the video up on YouTube, which you'll probably be seeing right now. Our bikes are kind of perfect for this. We are a business, but we love to promote these things that you can just do yourself in Nelson, New Zealand. Kind of a cheap holiday ideas. You can always hire bikes from us. We're quite reasonable, and we can provide transport for groups as well to knock off the best of it. Get in contact. Happy riding. See you later.